when I was about maybe 14 or 15, I discovered slot cars at our friend's place. We were staying there for the holidays, and they had a track up in their attic. It was a homemade sort of wooden track with a routed groove, just 2 lanes, lots of elevation change and tight corners. So it wasn't great for racing. It was a lot of fun. They had some old Scalextric sort of Formula 1 cars. I think they were the Lotus style car with the guide pin. And they had at least one kit set car, a Corvette with an adjustable aluminium chassis. So that was, I'm not sure what brand. Perhaps at the time, but definitely later, when they'd moved house, they had a Scalextric track that they would set up in the lounge, and they had a yellow Mini. It was like this one, but it was yellow, and they had a white Ford Escort, and they gradually added other cars. So we loved playing with their cars. And when we went home, we were desperate to get a track, and my father was not so happy about it. He thought that we had enough hobbies already with model trains and other things. So we actually bought a track for $20. We pulled our resources and bought a track from some neighbours, and it had a couple of cars which were not very good, and hand controls which were not great. And I still have that track, and it is right here, just up there, actually above my workbench, and I still drive cars on it, including this one. So when I got this car, it wasn't working, so I've kind of bodged a bit of a fix there, just with a different motor, and it's got a spacer in it because it's shorter, and it's held on with a cable tie here, which actually means that it tends to catch on the track a little bit. It's got very small diameter wheels, but it still works. It's still fun to drive it. It's quite tricky to drive, being so short, and having not much grip. These tyres are pretty old now. A lot of fun though. And another very old car that I have, even older I guess, is this AC Cobra. This doesn't like to stay on the track. The guide flag is quite shallow, and so I've always had to weight it down, so it's got this steel sort of ball bearing in there to hold it down. It runs okay. It's got terrible old tyres on it which are not original, and they're not even the same side to side. And the front ones, they all fell to pieces, cracked, perished, fell to pieces. And it's not original in the side pipes. I've just made those because they were missing. They just made out of some rod, and I've painted it in here. And the windscreen's not original either because that was missing. So I've made a sort of a low style windscreen. Something I noticed about these is that the back end is not in scale at all with the rest of the car. The tail lights are much larger, and the whole thing is sort of too deep, too scaled up. You look at the original Cobras, they were pretty much cut away up higher. I haven't really wanted to do that to it, so I've kept it, I guess, as a mildly improved version of what I got, and I've had it for a long time.